Hey, it's Olga here from olgatektereva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. And the topic of today's video is one key to being more productive. Yeah, today we're just talking about one key, one strategy. If you know it, if you master it, you're going to be much, much more productive than you are now. And what kind of situations are we talking about? It is when you need to work on a big project that would take a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. And maybe there is a deadline, maybe there is no deadline, but you know you need to get it done. And what we usually do is we wait until we have time, until we have like the whole day or the whole week free, and we are trying to get everything else done, get it out of the way, clear it out of the way so that we can dive into this big project. But it never happened, right? Week after week goes past and we have not started. Or maybe let's consider a different situation when you have started, you've dived in, maybe you've cleared time and you said, okay, now I really need to get going with this big project. And you've dived in and you worked hard throughout like an afternoon into the night or even into the morning. And you've done quite a lot and you're quite satisfied with what you've accomplished. And you're so exhausted, you go to bed, and next day you cannot face it because you're overworked, you're so exhausted, and you let it sleep for the rest of the week. And next week starts, and you think, oh, well, I need to get back to this. I made a good start, but it's really hard to get back to it. And again, the deadline is approaching and you worried that you won't get it done because, well, you need to turn it around, you need to do it differently. And this is where the key lies that I'm gonna share with you today. And it's just one word, and I'm gonna reveal this word in a minute. But first I want to tell you a story. Well, it's a summertime now, middle of July, and I just got back from the holidays with my kids. We went to Sweden to the summer camp, and there was a lot of music. We were playing music, different instruments, singing, and there was like discussion circles and some other physical activities. And there was this one thing. Is a table tennis. It was a full-size table in the barn, and imagine there are 20 people around this table, each person with a tennis table racket, and we all play rotating around the table. So you hit the ball once and you circle around the table so that the next person can hit the ball. And when you make a mistake, second mistake, you're out. And so there are less and less people until there are only 4 or 3 people, and you need to really run around the table really fast. And then there are only 2 people left, so this is the finals. And then, one person wins, and then it all starts again. And I've participated as well as my kids. I found it extremely fun. And the thing is, at some point, one of my children said, well, Mom, how do you get to the finals? Like so many times in the evening, how did you manage to get to the finals? Quite a few times, which, I looked at it and it was indeed surprising because I really I don't practice table tennis, just once a year maybe I get to play somewhere. And I went to the finals, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times, so quite a few times, noticeable, and obviously everyone's watching you. And then I would lose to the other person, because they would be much better than me. And analyzing and asking myself, how did I do this? There was one word, there was consistency, that I would hit the ball when it would be my turn consistently, without any fancy moves, just really super focused. It's my turn. I would hit the ball to go over to the other side. And when it would be my serve, I would always get it right. Just very simple serve, while I see other people make mistakes. So that was my answer to my child. It was because I was consistent while other people would talk and be distracted. I would talk and have fun in between, but when it would be my turn, I would be really focused and consistent in putting the ball just to the other side of the table, or the ping pong, right? That's what it's called. Okay, and so I thought it was an interesting story, and the thing is, the key strategy for today is consistency, is being consistent. And how do we translate it now to our office, or you're working from home on a big project? So be that a PhD thesis, or that paper, or a certain project that you started on a new grant, is that to be consistent. They start with 1 or 2 hours a day in the morning, but just show up consistently. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes you don't get anywhere, but you consistently show up, and by the end of the week you have something. By the end of the month you really have something in front of you, and by the end of the summer, right, over the 3 months, you will really have something to show for it. So I hope that resonates. It's inspiring. This is something we're doing here at the moment at the Productivity for Scientists. We're doing these writing sessions when we meet in the morning, London time, for 2 hours, and then in the afternoon. And it's like this focus time. That's exactly how I was hitting the ball hitting the ping pong. Focus, no distractions, no interruptions, and just you and your project. And it's incredible how much you can achieve by the end of the 2 hours of our sessions, or by the end of the week. And by the end of the month, the progress is really palpable. So don't wait until you can clear the time. Just start with 1 or 2 hours first thing in the morning for your long-term project. And also, don't work yourself into exhaustion in one day or one night, but just interrupt it and just come back again to it the next day and then the day after. So this is a strategy for today. And post in the comments if it resonates, or if you've been using it. And if you know someone who is struggling with this, with starting a big project, forward them this video. And yeah, if you're not yet receiving these videos into your email box, go to my website, olgadegtyaryeva.com. Get your free resources that is at the top of the website, and you will also receive these videos into your email inbox. This is all for now. Bye. Talk to you next time.